Yeah, the other thing I would tell people to look at again, just do yourself a favor and learn, right? Look at discretionary versus staples, right? If we are going into a recession, if we are seeing nominal wage growth, but real wages falling behind, discretionary is going to get hit before staples, right? Just do yourself a favor.
Well, think about the logic of the words we're using. Discretion.
Yeah.
It means you can decide whether you need it or not.
Yeah.
If times get tough, a staple, something you absolutely need as a necessity, you're going to continue to buy that. And the company's going to continue to benefit because of that. That's why those staples hold up better than the discretionary company that you don't need to necessarily buy something from.
Yeah, exactly.
And the other part of this is, we've been talking about stocks. Let's talk about bonds for a minute.
Go for it.
Bonds have historically been the absolute best performing asset in a recession. You know what? The perfect storm, if you will, for bonds is when two things simultaneously play out.
Okay.
Falling inflation. Can we check that box right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And slowing economic growth. Can we check that box right now?
I think you're 2 for 2. You want to go for another one?
No, that's it. Slowing economic growth and falling inflation is the best recipe for success when it comes to fixed income, comes to bonds.
Now, and I just want to play it out. Bonds is not an area I know anything about, but basically, sure, yeah. I think the logic holds that if you have falling inflation and slowing growth, bond yields will fall, which means prices will go up.
There's an inverse relationship to your point. You've got it 100% right. The inverse relationship between yields, the coupon, as the coupon comes down because there's more demand, it forces the price up on the other end. And that's exactly what plays out historically in a recession. So I'll rewind back and give you some numbers behind this. If you look at 2008, stocks in the recession of 2008, the S&P 500 was down 37%. Brutal. On the other side, bonds, by the Barclays aggregate, which is the index that is like the S&P 500 for bonds, was up 5.8%, an above average year for bonds. So you look at that and go, listen, there's the yin and yang, if you will, and the yin or the yang, whichever one is which, one does well during a recession. Historically, the other one does not. And so bonds historically have held up much better than stocks have in recessionary times.
Yeah, that is interesting.